What's up, everybody? I'm actually at home. We just set up a little in-home gym because I'm going to do some lower back, I believe it's for sciatica, training with Grandmaster Fraser. We ran into a few technical difficulties, so we hope this works out pretty good. We're going to do it from our cell phone, and later we'll work out with all the stuff that we have. But join us, and since it is on my phone, any comments or suggestions will be a little bit small and hard for us to read at this time, but leave comments and suggestions on what type of workouts you'd like to see. This is just our first one. I know we're doing it for Karen Fraser for her lower back, and anybody that has lower back pains and things. Greg will step in here.
What we're doing today is working on, I have some people, Denny, Karen, and quite a few clients I have. I use this for a lot of my fighters and everything. A lot of people spend time sitting in, slouching in their chairs, working over the computer, and lower back pain happens. Eventually becomes things like slip disc, bulging disc, whatever you want to call them. Herniated is a little bit different. But if you have low back pain, this is some stuff that you can do. I don't see a lot of it on the internet. You'll see little sections on one or two exercises that you can do. This is going to be a number of exercises, so we're going to take you through. Amy's going to get a bit of a workout. But this is something so you don't have to have any, we wanted to make it so you don't have to have any equipment. All we've got here is like a towel. Now we're going to basically use a towel, the wall, the floor, and for now we're not going to get the bungees going, but I'm going to show you that as we get going. We'll add equipment and we'll come back to you over the next couple of days. But for this one, we're going to start off. I'll first start with Amy. I'll have you go ahead down onto your back. First thing that you want to do is go for hip hikes. So when you're doing the hip hikes, you want to bring your feet in as close to your butt as you possibly can. Okay? Plant yourself. If you feel that you have a stability problem, put your feet a little wider apart. Okay? So just adjust for your balance. And what you're going to do is you're going to push up from the hips. Okay? You want to break that flat line. So if I had something laying across here, she's right there, but you want to get her hips even a little bit higher. Now once you hit that line, you feel your butt squeeze, you feel it in your thighs. Drop it down just before you're about to touch the ground. And then bring it back up again. Pop it up. Good. So let's just go for 10, 15 of those. Slow down. Back up. Good. Very nice.
5. Should I go higher?
As high as you can each time. Squeeze.
Yeah, I can feel it in the back stretching. 7.
Very nice.
8. 9. How many did you say? 15?
We'll go 10. Just go 10 right here. Good. 10. Then you're going to bring it down. Now you can do, and usually what we say is, because this is quite a bit of information, what we want you to do is work a minute. If you can't do a minute, start at the 30 seconds, 45 seconds of doing your exercise. Forget these counts, okay? The way that the 12 count was established is that you should be basically going up and down on a 5-second up, 5-second down, like a 5-second up-down rotation, which will give you 12 of those in 1 minute. So that's a rotation. You either accelerate fast, let it down for 4 seconds. Bring it up 2 seconds, let it down 3. So the 5-second count is the 12 count that you commonly see. So the next one we're going to do is we're going to have her hold her hips up. Okay? Just as a glute bridge. So one of the weakest places that you get is in your butt. Okay? If you have problems with your hips rotating into a position where it looks like your gut's hanging towards the ground, okay? Forward pelvic tilt. What we want to do is stretch the hip flexors, tighten the abs, work on the glutes and the hamstrings especially, because those are usually the first indicators. And then we'll do some high pulling stuff that'll start to balance out your neck and your shoulders at the same time. So we've held this for up to a minute, all right? We're going to bring this back down. I'm going to have her rotate over, and you're going to go over onto your stomach, into prone position.
Into what?
Just prone position, stomach down. Okay, now, the cobra, what she wants to do is she wants to bring her hands underneath her shoulders, all right? and you're gonna keep this hip on the ground. So push up, all the way up, all the way up. Straighten your arms right up. See how your hips are coming off the ground right here? You don't want the hips coming off the ground. So bring it back down. Concentrate on right there, the hip bones staying on the ground. So bring it up as high as you can so you can't get all the way off. This is the back extension that you want. We don't want to lift it up higher and put it into your anywhere else, okay? So right here, going up and down, going up and down. Now if you have some pretty acute pain, this may be something that you're not able to do, and you want to keep that butt down. Try to really straighten it out, keeping that hips down.
Yeah, I can feel it.
Okay? A few of those. From there, if you can't do this, we want you to go into the Sphynx pose, which is just taking your arms underneath you. Okay? And a lot of people will still feel like this. If you can just sit and watch TV, lay on your couch, just doing this type of stuff. All right, this is great for people with low back problems, okay? If you have a slip disc. All right, to add to this, if you can, what she then wants to do is try to just bring her heels up to her butt.
Both
Okay?
of them?
One at a time is fine, okay? Switch the leg. If I have assistance, you want somebody to help you bring that down. You feel that different tension right there?
Yeah.
Okay? So bring your other one. Now I put a soft tension right there. And if I have somebody assisting, now push back, try to extend your leg. Push, 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 push. All the way back. Good, now relax it. And we want to work it until you can get it down to the butt. Okay? If this is really tight, you're not going to be able to do this. You just lay down on the floor.
Like this?
Flat on the floor. And see, I can get this down to her butt now. By adding more lift in that extension of the spine, go back up. She's adding to that stretch that she's going to have to do. Now, if you're doing this solo, she can reach her opposite hand all the way across.
Sorry.
Good, good. And pull that down to your butt. Again, if you have tight hip flexors, there's no way you're going to do this.
Mine are
But this is,
tight.
yours are a lot looser than most.
Yeah.
I've got some people that be screaming. Okay, switch it over so you just at least get the other one too.
Feels good.
Good. So let's now go into facing the camera. I'm going to have you go into the side plank. So turn to your side.
Oh boy.
All right. And with this, you can either just lift off your knees. If you're, so keep your knees down, just lift your hips. Good. Or if you've got a little more strength, go back down. Go off your ankles. Okay. And you want to bring it up nice and level. And then while you're there, touch the hip down. Bring it back up, right back up. Don't release the tension. So let your hip hike towards the floor. No, just bring it to touch just before it touches the floor. And back up high.
Woo.
Good. Go for 3 of those.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's why if you don't have the muscle strength, if you haven't practiced this, hip exercises are one of the most brutal ones there are.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Let's try.
Hipping up.
1.
Good. And you could just try to hold that. All right. Good. Switching down into a plank. Now, when you're doing a plank, a lot of people leave their toes hanging out. When you're moving around, everything about being athletic, everything about what you're doing is putting that weight on your feet, getting that flexion in your ankles. So when she goes here, the first thing she wants to do is flex those ankles. Okay?
Take my socks off.
No, these are fine, so you're good. Okay, fine, right there. She's going to push up and back to her plank. So the pressure's in the feet too. So go up. Good. Now, you don't want this back to drop through here. You want to bring it up, okay? So if anything, there's a bit of a C right here. Good. And you can sort of rock back and forth between your shoulders, rock it forward, bring it back. Good. So these are different ways, and we've got a whole series that we can do on planks and stuff that are going to really push you. But this is just for you developing your core, okay? So just go back to the plank, holding that for a second. All right, squeeze the butt, squeeze the thighs, squeeze everything you got. All right, from here, you're now a little bit warmed up. So she's going to switch around, and we'd say do both sides, obviously, but we're not going to take you through the whole time, okay? Switch it down, relax. Okay, swing around so that your feet are over on the couch. Now, if you have a plyo ball, you can do the hamstring curls, which are amazing, which are really good. Other ways that she can do this to add to this curl is one, she's gonna bring the butt up to the seat. Again, bringing the heels as close as you can, and then hips up as high as you can. Good. Very nice. Bring it down, and just as you're about to touch the floor, back up. Now, if you can do it as you're going, straighten one leg out. Good. Keep it level. Now drop it down. Drop your butt to the ground. Good. And keep it going back up. Out level. Keep it level with your leg. Back down. Up. Good. All right. So this is a little more advanced. Bring your foot back down to regular. Okay. And just doing a few of those. Again, notice how it's sort of bent here. You don't have to do this, right? Just go here. Notice how she's tucked under here. That's not what you want, right? You want to push it past. You want to go as though you're about to spring off and do a walkover, okay? So bring it down, touch all the way down, and all the way up. So you feel the hips push through. This is the thing. People get used to this position, bend it a little bit, and this is where they're going to. I mean, you're doing leg work, but we're not really working on realigning the hips, okay? So hips all the way up and all the way through, all right? So from here, do a few of those, good.
Is my butt touching the floor now or no?
You can touch the butt to the floor if you're feeling like you need some extra,
No.
okay? Bring it down. Now these are the go-to ones. If you do these, any of these, okay? Another way that she could do this is flip all the way around, so your feet are off the floor, over by this here. And she could use her socks to slide. So go up on the hip hike, get your feet, your butt right to the end of the mat. Good. Same thing. Pop the hips up. Now, this is the deadly one. Okay? So I want you to do 10 circles outward.
It's kind of not.
That's all right. You can try. Do 10. Do 5. Do 5. Do 3. Do. I know you're good. Go. Good. Good. Now go the opposite way. Up, roll the butt down. 4, yeah, 2. These are the ones that do that. One more. Keep the hips up.
Why need to sleep
Good.
here?
Okay, now stretch out and pull it back in. Straight out, back in. Go 3.
Ow.
Oh yeah. So this will really wake up your hamstrings. If you feel like you're gonna have a spasm, stop. Okay? I know this is a lot for her right now. Okay, relax. This next one you can do on your bed, you can do on a table, you can do on anything. I'll do it a couple of variations right here. So we'll bring Amy up.
Woo!
Now we've got I brought the table out so you can see the difference in heights and stuff. So we have the first one we want to do is her just hanging on. She's going to go over, lay so that the hips are on the bed. We'll bring you to a corner.
Do I go center or
No, just because you want the space.
Okay.
Okay. Now, from here, hopefully I'm still in camera. Okay. So from here, she's going to lock down, keep this tight, and just bring the legs up. Okay. And you want to bring them up heels level or higher than the butt. Okay. Then down slow. All the way down.
Do I touch the floor?
All the way down. Yeah. As soon as you touch the floor, back up. Good. Hold it for a count of 2-3 seconds, and you want to build that. This is building all of everything, the glutes, the kinetic chain that you want to build. Back up. Good. Again, timing for a minute. So work on 5 seconds or 10 seconds on the way up and way down. 10 seconds is going to give you slower, more strengthening for your recovery type stuff if you're in acute pain or just recovering. As you get a little stronger, you can start doing a little quicker stuff, and eventually you can turn it into a HIIT program where actually we'll be doing 90 seconds of the hip raises, and then the next one is going up here, hold this, okay? Now, this is a 2-minute hold. Let's see. Let's see what you got. See how long you go. Let's see if the clock can change just for a minute. Deadly, okay? So this is the test. These are the muscles you need to do to really stop the type of pain that you're talking about, okay? The next one, at first, I'll bring it over here so you can see from the front, okay? Same time thing, go over and lay with your hips hanging, your back hanging, your front hanging off forward. So laying down this way,
Oh my God.
okay? Laying forward.
I don't know how you do it, Cirque du Soleil.
Now, this is where, again, she wants to bring it all the way out to the hips. So if you're on your bed, this is something that you can either do with somebody who can help you out, preferably heavier person so they're not lifting you, but it is only the first part of your torso, okay? So if I just simply put weight down here, she's gonna go from here, and similar to what she was doing with her legs, she's gonna go for the ground, back up. Now, as you're doing it, go back down. When she comes up, go back up. She doesn't want to hyperextend, okay? You just want to work on the extensor, shortening these muscles. We're not trying to do Cirque du Soleil stuff, as she was mentioning, okay? You have back pain, you have back soreness, don't go into hyperextension, just go into extension. So back down and back up, okay? Now another really good one here, right, bend your knees, I'll let you up, okay? Let's bring it so you're kneeling facing crosswise. Right? Another excellent, so kneeling this way, we got it at the edge. You're starting up super tall, all the way up, hips forward just like you're in a bridge, okay? And then I'm holding here. When you're holding, it's best to hold like at the ankles and close to the back of the leg. And what she's gonna do is she's gonna go keeping the hips forward as far down as you can before having to spring up. And spring yourself up, push it, launch. Good. So if you can do the spring up, great. Go down, hold it. Good. Now walk yourself up rather than the spring. So if you have a back problem and you're in pain, okay, you can go here. But as you get better, go as low as you can before. Okay, one more time walking it back up. But this time, the second you collapse, you're gonna bounce off the mattress to go right back up straight. Ready? Hold it. Use that bounce power. Bounce. Good. That's it. Hold it. As long as you can, go out. Good. Keep the butt tight. Hold it. Okay, go one more time.
And that's the
all the way down. Good. One more up. Good. All right. Okay. This is great, but you do need assistance. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
One other one. So you just see this here. So Amy, I'll have you doing it here. So hanging off. This gives her a little more height. So if you have one of the machines, same position that we're doing here. So laying stomach first. No, don't laying with your hips over.
What?
Laying over. Same exercise we just did.
What did I do?
Lay with your stomach here and bend over to the floor.
You're confusing me. Oh, okay.
Right. Slide to touch the floor. Hands go to the floor. So again, you're right at the hip bones, okay? I'm holding, putting some weight down here, and she's going up just so that it's level, okay? If she brings her shoulders up, go a little higher. If her shoulders go higher than her butt, then you're going into hyperextension, okay? So if I was to put a stick, it should be right there, all right? Don't look so much upward. Keep your eyes looking towards the floor so your neck's not doing it. So you're creating a line, okay? Go back down, back up.
That feels good.
Good. When you get back down, when you go down, go all the way down, really walk it under so you can get that really relaxed stretch in your back.
It feels good.
Good. Going back up. And then with this one, go up all the way. Squeeze the butt. There we go. So you can see the tension. You want to squeeze that butt where you're going. All right. Bring it back down. Put your hands down. Okay, I'm letting go. So you got this.
Thanks for the warning.
All right. Next one is what we call the Thompson test. So for your hip flexors, you're just going to lay on your back with your butt to the side here and your knees sort of hanging off right here. So start from seated. Okay, right there. Good. Go back, curl up, grab your knees. Okay. So let's get into some stretches here. So as we're doing this here, she's going to let go one knee. Keep this as tucked into your chest as possible. and just let that gradually fall. For a lot of you that have back problems, this is going to stop somewhere around here, and it'll be like it's going to take a while to get down. So once you get it down, so that your hamstring or the back of your leg can touch the mat, you're doing pretty good. The next phase would be to slide a little bit over so you can let the foot drop off. So slide, there we go. And then this, as she's going, is going to try to drop to reach the toe to the ground. All right? So the next stretch we want to do is you're going to, let's center you again just so you don't fall off. These are really big stretches. All right, these three are the go-to. I'll show you how you can do them by yourself, but how you can do them better with somebody. First one is you're going to take the knee, cross at your ankle, and hold the knee here. You want this foot as close to your butt, so grab your ankle and pull it in tight. Good. Okay. We want that ankle at the knee.
Should we do them on the floor?
No, this is good. Okay. Ankle on the knee. Now do you want to go over right here?
Just so it's closer.
This is good. You guys can see this? Okay. So ankle on the knee right here. Okay, just because it makes it easier for me to stretch it too.
Okay.
And what she's going to do is she's going to push out. Push this knee away.
Oh.
Okay? And so go ahead, push that away. This is how you'd be doing it yourself. When you get somebody that can help you, you can backstop here and then pull on the outer hip. Let's do it on the floor so it's easier to see. You won't see my head, but I don't care. So you go down.
Hopefully
She's down
it's
on the
not
floor right here.
Okay.
Okay. She's crossed that knee.
This
For
looks
me
good.
doing this, I'm going to backstop with my shin against her shin, get down, and I pull the knee open. Okay? Your hip is already twisted, so don't twist, just as close as you can go without bending straight up with your body. Okay, good.
Am I
Let
straight?
go with your hand now. Just want it close, okay? So we want that, we want to open up the hip here. Okay, and when we're opening this hip, I'm leaning and pulling back. If you put some tension, pull back against my hand. Okay, pull hard. Try to pull it in. Okay, I let that go, and then I release. Okay, so go ahead again, pull it in.
Feels good.
And doing that, again, for 1 minute, if you have real back pain. The next thing she's doing, staying in this position, she's going to bring this up. I'm going to bend this in here. Okay? So in order for her to get this by herself, she's here. You're going to reach through that hamstring, grab it, pull it in. Pull it into your ribs. Good. Okay. Now as you're doing this, a couple good things you could do. Large circle with your ankles. Okay.
Like that?
Just your
or
ankle?
Just my ankle.
Yep. Okay. If you want from there, go up backwards. Okay.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Then what you want to do is reach up bring this up. Reach up with the other one hand. Grab for your ankle. Yep. Grab. Reach out with your other hand too.
Oh,
So
both hands?
frame up. So you're gonna have to do one at a time. Try to grab your right here.
Oh, I can't get it.
That's it. So this is what you want to work to, is be able to grab here and not falling. Okay? If I let go, it feels like you're gonna fall. Okay? So find your stability over the leg that you're on. Okay? So this is a tension problem that she has in her hamstring. Okay? She's not again, flexing the feet. Don't point your toes. Flex the ankles towards your face. That's the stretch you want. Okay? Again, circle in both directions. Side to side. Up and down. Do a circle. Good. Do a figure 8.
What?
So you gotta go here, yeah. And do X. Good. All right. Very nice. Bring this back down. So if I'm doing this and I want to increase the stretch for her, I'm going to pull the knee out and I'm going to put this onto my thigh and lean in. Now, see how high her hips are off the ground? Your goal is to try to get your tailbone to the ground.
I know, but it hurts.
Okay? So I'm going to add a little bit of downward pressure. You feel that?
Yes.
So there's the tension she has right there. Okay? From here, the next one, the knee goes on top. Guys, be careful of this. Okay? For you doing it by yourself, you're going to reach out to the far knee and grab hold of it and pull it in tight. Good. Again, if I'm assisting, I kickstand here, I put it in, I'm holding, I want to keep the knees in alignment so you can let go for a sec, and I can drive this, okay? Now the way to add stretching is if I'm watching somebody that's really tight, okay, watch their breathing, have them go a slow breath. So take a big breath in and exhale, okay? Or let's go to this, switch your legs over, okay? I'm going to take you into the one that you were having problems with. So you have this here, no, this one, this here, okay? So as you're in here, and I'm bringing this forward, you feel the stretch? Okay, so I can feel that tension right now, all right? I want to keep this one up, okay? So I feel that tension right now. Now breathe. On the exhale, you can push in. Stop on the inhale. Exhale, you can slowly push in, okay? Notice it's like just very slight. And as you go on the exhales, that's when you push forward, okay? Like, just kidding. Okay. All right, so let's take this, let's bring it up to the wall right now, okay? So the wall, first one you want to do is bring your elbow up on the side. She wants to stand with her feet in alignment with each other, okay? And now what she's going to do is she's going to try to bring her hips over, slide up so that your armpit touches the wall and your hip touches the wall. This helps with your imbalancing stuff, okay?
Am I doing it right?
That's it, you slide up. Now a lot of people that have tension, like have really tight rib problems or feel like the ribs come out a lot, when you're doing that type of stuff back here, you're going to be really tight right here. You want to get that hip in and slide all the way out.
Oh, I need to do it the opposite way because I have a rib that pops up.
Okay, go and do it the other side. Switch it over quick.
Sorry guys. You can look at my
I'm just saying quick because I just saw the less than 10.
Probably like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean 20%.
Okay, holding that, so less than 10%.
I could do it later though.
Good. Okay, so we're going in here. The next one I want you to do is standing just off the wall, all right? And I want you to put your hands into the back of right here, this section of your back. You can do it this way, you can do it this way, okay? Standing stretch, and you're just gonna push down on a 45-degree angle and push your butt forward. If you can work a little higher on the love handles, push that in. All right. That's how I'm doing my back so you can't see my beer gut. Okay. Good. All right. Now come back to position. If you do have knee problems, for this, if you turn your toes slightly out, okay? By turning your toes slightly out into what we call Sumo Squat, you're gonna save a little bit of pressure on your knees. So now when she's going from here, she's gonna go as though you're not gonna bend forward. This is where your problems are coming from, okay? We're going to strengthen the hands, strengthen the butt. So to do a proper squat, she wants to do as though she's going to try to close a drawer or sit down on a chair that she doesn't know is actually going to be there. Somebody's going to come pull it out from under her, okay? Now, when you stand up, don't lean to stand up, okay? So you're bringing this down, you're sitting back. Notice how my shoulders stay behind, my head's still upwards. And when I stand up, my ribs go up first. And we want to pull through until those hips all the way through. Good. Pull until your hips pass you. So pass them all the way through into that little hyperflexion. Good. Go back down. Good. Don't sit onto the chair, onto the wall, but touch it. Good. Back up. Now, as soon as you want time under tension, so she wants to go right back down. As soon as you lock out and you're on your heels, you're on bone to bone, so you're just doing what we call stacking. You don't want to be stacking. You want to have your muscles working the whole time under tension. Good.
Oops.
Keep that going. Cool. So from here, the next one that you have problems with is neck alignment. Okay, for a lot of people, the neck alignment will become a problem. So what we do is we bring yourself back, put your heels against the wall, your butt against the wall, your shoulders against the wall, and now the back of your head, okay? But don't lift your head, like don't look up to get your head back. Keep it level. So first thing, actually, just stay slightly off.
I should lift my penny.
That's fine, okay? And just think of pushing your chin straight back. Straight back, so double chin, okay? Boom, okay? Once it gets straight back, think of lifting that head up. So you get that little stretch through your upper shoulders.
Am I doing it right?
Okay, that's good. All right, so what I want you to do now is I want you to start off in what we call, so you got a T position right here. Whoa, okay? So you missed down.
I'm
going into a
half.
flex position. So you're gonna go here.
Go this.
No, right here. There you go. So she's gonna keep the hands, the back of your hands, especially the back of your wrist. So you're like this. Try to get the back of your wrist touching and the back of your elbow touching. Okay? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna slide down as low down the wall as you can while maintaining that, and then as high up as you can. Good. So this is going to test your shoulder flexibility.
I can see it.
Keep those elbows touching. Boom. Back up.
It's always elbows.
Elbows.
I gotta learn how to like,
All
I have
right.
this little ledge.
So now go out into a front position here.
One more down.
Good. Push it out in front position, a clap position. Squat down into a comfortable squat position.
Should I scoot off the wall?
Scoot a little bit off the wall or stay close, but don't lean against it. And with the center of your chest, I want you to turn as far to touch the wall as you can. Turn it all the way across, touch the wall. Good, keep doing that, but keep looking. All right, now as you get there, keep going a couple times. Now go take the next one down to your hip level on the wall. So on 45 down. Good, and 45 back up. Good. Slide it back down. Go from the 45 all the way across, up. Good. Slide it back down, touch the wall. Good.
Oh, all the way over?
Yeah. Slide down the wall. Okay, so if we get here, you could slide back up the wall. Boom. Go on a 45, go across. All these different variations that are going to work your core. Now, of course, if you guys are getting to this, the core is really important for you to do. So one of the things I recommend is working your punching type stuff. So we'll have a whole series of at-home punching. You can do it shadow boxing, or you can do it with bags. We'll do a bunch of variations. I'll show you how you can learn how to move around your house and make it a little fun, be able to learn footwork and awareness. So, exercise, we're going to do functional fitness, but we'll also bring in the martial science.
But
we hope you guys
leave,
join us.
Yeah, also leave comments if you have anything you
Please.
want to see, any suggestions, any requests.